Hey everyone, welcome to the Yasin Schools podcast. My name is Chris Jacob, and I'm an F1 in Schools alumni of 2017. But right here, we don't have yet another alumni. We've got something better than that. We've got a teacher. This is Mrs. Florentina. She's been with the F1 in Schools program since 2016, and she's taken 3 teams to the World Finals. So, Mrs. Florentina, thank you so much for being here with us. Thank you for your
Thank you
time.
for inviting me.
Of course. We would love to get started and just dive right into it. So, can you let me know what you do? What do you teach? Because I think that's a very important topic. And then from there, we can go on to your first ever experience with F1 schools.
Right, okay. So I teach at James World Academy. I teach design, I teach product design.
Okay, great. So, in 2016, you said you started with F1 in schools. What was that experience like? Can you describe the emotions you were feeling,
So I think we started forming the team in about like 2015, and 2016 was the first national competition. And I wasn't sure what to expect. We arrived at Yas Marina. We saw all the other teams. But for me, the moment when I realized what a phenomenal competition it's F1 was when one of the students from one of the winning teams that went to the World Championship in United States was telling us about his experience. He was showing us some of the videos. And that was the moment when I had this desire. I felt like, you know what, I want to be part of the winning team. I want with my team to experience the winning glory at the World Championship. So something was like born inside me, that desire to win.
Wow, I love that. If you catch it when she said a student who had gone to the World Finals in 2016, came and presented what he had done, right? And so it was an alumni that brought this passion out of you. And I love that because our alumni, F1 in Schools alumni, has done so much around the world. They're still doing so much. And I love that you came to the F1 in Schools program because of an alumni. This is amazing. So you said you had that passion, you had that drive to win, right? Did it happen in the first try?
To be honest, I think we are quite lucky because that happened that year.
Wow.
And we could never believe that we are going to be part of the, like the winning team, and we are going to get the opportunity to travel. We traveled to Singapore, and it was the most amazing experience to see all the students from all the countries, to see the level of their work, to see how they are. Even if you're not winning, you come out a winner just by being part of such an amazing competition.
Yep, that is very true. And I've seen your teams firsthand. I was actually a judge for the 2019 World Finals in Abu Dhabi, and it's amazing what our students can do, right?
Yes.
But I want to know more about what it takes to get them there, right? As a teacher, the support system that we've got to form for parents, right, to make sure the parents are at ease, right, for the students to come forth and ask you openly, ma'am, how do I do this? How do I do that, right? And then how to move on from there to where the students trust themselves and trust you.
So you mentioned 2019, and just going back to that one, I think we are quite lucky because we have been the only school in the UAE that in 2019 we were able to have the both teams, the rookie and the professional.
Wow.
We won the national competition with both of them, and with the both team we went to the Abu Dhabi World Championship. So it was an amazing experience. What has helped us a lot is that if we have all the team, they are always sharing their information or their process. They always come back and talk to the new team. So we are always relying on the other team to help us, which is quite good for the older team and for the new team. I think it's always good for the parents to get involved, which I think now it's even better. The competition has evolved so much that from 2016. Now in 2023, the parents are invited also along. They're able to be part of the competition, to watch their students, their kids, to see what the competition is involving, what they have to do. And the parents are also helping us, sponsoring us. They want to win, they want to be. So now the competition is becoming not only me with the team, it's becoming with the family. So we are all involved, we all got the support, we are all trying our best to bring whatever we can. So that is what is making a successful team. So it's quite interesting to see how the kids are developing. It's quite interesting. I run in my school the Ethara car. I do that as a project with the grade 6, which that is a base for moving on with the F1. And the little kids, they're really determined. They see how the Ethara car is working, and each of them, they want to be part of the F1 team. So that is a process, and it's quite easy. As a teacher, you just have to bring the kids whatever they need to see. Without seeing, you don't know where you are going to go. If I wasn't part of the F1 competition, and if I wasn't listening to this amazing story, I was never able to see how far I could go with the F1. So because of this student, he was telling us what he did, I was so excited, and I wanted so much to be part of this competition. My enthusiasm matched the enthusiasm of the students, and after the parents got involved, and this is how you win, and this is how it's a lot of hard work. I know it's quite easy for people to see, but we've been fortunate enough, and we work really, really hard, and that is how we win. And we have one team that has been twice to the World Championship. So every single year they won the national competition. And after we move into 4x4. So if you start with the Ethara car, and after Rockies and professional, into move into full circle into 4x4, those are the kids that they have a lot of opportunities. They learn a lot, and each of them now in university, they are doing something related or something that F1 school has helped them. So we have so many examples. All of them, they take the F1 to a different level, or whatever they learn, they take it to a different level.
Right. I love that. I love how you said, so basically when you said, the parents are involved, the students are involved, the teachers are involved, it's like when you say it takes a community or it takes a village to raise a child, right? It's the same thing. It takes a village to get an F1 in school's car out.
Yes. And it's not only that, we just involve the whole school. We organize our team as a marketing event. We organize an Ethara competition where we make sure every single child in our school has competed. And it was like so much enthusiasm, and the school has helped us also. So yes, takes, the whole community, the whole James World Academy, to just be where we are. Without the help for everyone, we can't really, each of us, if we do our own little job, and the rest of them we pull together, and this is how we create magically the winning team.
Magic. It's magic at the end
it's
of
magic.
it. You've got the parents, you've got the sponsors, you've
Everyone.
got the students, the teachers. It's amazing.
Yes, Marina is always helping,
Circuit,
providing all the information, having everything on the
and
website.
They have an amazing experience center here.
Yes.
I absolutely love it. We didn't have this
I
because
know.
we were, just starting off. Yasin Schools was starting off and getting popular, right? But I love that they have this facility for the students.
Every year is better and better.
Every year it gets better and better. I love that. So, Ms. Florentina, I want to ask you then, I'm pretty sure that you've had students go through the program and come out a different person, right?
Each and any of them. Even I am a different person every single year.
So, do you have one story that you could share with us?
So back in 2016, I came to the competition with two teams. One of them won the competition, and they were preparing to go to the World Championship. But they were like a team of boys, and I felt like they should have a girl in the team, so that way we balance a little bit. And in one of the other teams that they didn't really win, I think they came 2nd or 5th place, we had a girl, Zara, but she has the best reaction time. So we invited her to join the team, the Blue Comet, that they won the competition. And we went together to Singapore to the World Championship. And during that time, Zara, from the first moment that she wasn't really sort of like accepted. During that competition, she became the boys. They decided that she's going to be the manager of the team.
Wow.
So the fact that you change during those competition, if you have like a conception about something, you are totally challenged to change that one. Kids, they become better, they work better together, they accept each other together, they work together for the same goal. So I think that is what is more important. Later on, Zara was invited to be part of the co-presenting during the pandemic. She didn't really want to be part of that, so I had to work a little bit harder to tell her and say, you know, you could do this one because you are really, really very good at it. So the fact that she accepted in the end has totally transformed her life. She was prepared to study law, but later on, after she did it twice, the co-presenting, she has decided that she's going to study media and film. She's still doing the co-presenting now. So without having that possibility or the opportunity, even if you don't know if you are good at something, if you try something, you are becoming better. This is how you are going to discover. Wow. So it happened to me when I was a student. I never knew I'm able to do certain things.
Right.
But by my teacher inviting me to try something else, I realized I'm really good at certain things. So it's the same with the kids coming for the F1. So Zara now is probably going to become a co-presenter. She's going to be just as good as Crofty. You never know. But she's not the only one. We have other students. Each of them, they went to universities and they study something related either to engineering. We have kids that at the interview, they talk about the F1 and they stand a better chance. Right. Recently, one of the students from the Delta team has been... the King's University in London has offered him a place at university to study some engineering with designing. We have another girl from Delta team that she's studying in Singapore, and they have some kind of different car. They have to build like a cart of car, but she was able to be accepted on the team because of her experience in the F1. So I think wherever you do, in whatever job you go or university, you have things that you could offer just because you've been part of the F1 in school. Right. One of the other things that you could think about is just, for example, now I have in one of my teams, I accepted children of determination because of their particular ability to do something. So in the team, you don't have to be only good at making the car, but there are different jobs that you have to do. It's like real life. So each of the kids could put wherever they have the best in that particular part of the team. So you don't have, to be an engineer. The girl, Mariam, she's very good at drawing and she's very good with social media. So in her team last summer, she was able to do the uniforms. She was able to keep track of the social media. Wow. So each of the kids is able to achieve something. So probably it's taking a teacher like me to make sure all of them are going to join the team. So if I see a possibility or an opportunity or even a child that is unsure, I always bring them, to the team. I make sure they're involved, because this is how you are going a self-discovery, is a journey. So I think the school is the only time when you could do things, and even if they don't come out okay, you will survive and nothing is going to happen, which is going to prepare you for later on in life. So taking a risk in school, it's quite okay, because that's going to make you a better person in the future, I think, and you learn a little bit more. And for me, the competition, I am totally transformed from the teacher that I was in 2016, because I think in a different way. I see different opportunities. I approach the situation in a different way, and I learn so much from the students. And by being in a competition, even as a visitor, I think that is really important. You are learning so much. Right. It's the present, it's the energy, things that are happening. How are you going to know what is F1 if you don't come along? So I think for every school out in the UAE, that you should come along to the center, to the Yas Marina, and you are just going to experience even for a day. Yes, I'm sure you are open to have visitors. Come and experience. If you are unsure, if you want to start F1, just please come and, just see what you could do and what your kids are going to be able to do. Right. You'll be surprised. We don't know things about ourselves unless we try things out.
Yeah, I think, so I feel like there are 4 things that I just heard, I understood. 1, it took only one girl to manage how many? 4 boys?
Yes, or five.
To balance
To
five
balance
boys,
out.
you had one girl.
Yes, yes.
Number two, these opportunities, they come and you have to take them. This is something you said. Number three is F1 in Schools alumni, F1 in Schools participants are all over the world. They're able to change lives, they're able to impact people
Yes.
because
Yeah.
of the practical experience they received. And number four is that anybody can do this, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Anybody can be a part of the competition, right? As a parent, as a student, as a teacher, as a volunteer, anybody can be a part of this competition.
Yeah.
Like you just said right now, it's important that you do take that step because you don't know what the future
Yes,
holds.
yeah. All the students that are part of the F1 now, they are judges, they are co-presenters, they are helping up, they are helping with the new teams. Some other school are asking us how do we start and what do we do. And I think for every school it's very simple. Ethara car is just like simple.
Yep.
Yes, Marina is going to provide, the track, just to have the competition. So I think you just try it.
That's amazing.
It's exciting. And, it was the same for me when I came to UAE. I'm the first female design teacher in my school.
Wow.
So it wasn't really easy, but I made it.
So then, Mrs. Florentina, I've got two more questions.
Excellent.
Number one is, does the teacher have to be, let's say, design or physics or mathematics?
I think you have to have the enthusiasm.
Uh-huh.
Okay. You don't really have to have so much knowledge because yes, in school is providing a website full of ideas and full of things that you could help. You could be any kind of teacher, but you do have to have enthusiasm. You do have to have interest in the F1.
Yeah.
And I think you bounce that enthusiasm with the kids and I think things are going to work.
Wow.
And things that you don't know, you go out and learn them because clearly I am a teacher. I always tell my kids I'm a teacher. I'm more like a facilitator. I don't know everything, but I'm willing to learn. I'm willing to find out.
Right.
Some kids are much better than me at certain things and it's so amazing because with the F1, you are losing out. I'm not a teacher. I'm not a student. We are all together at the same level.
Right.
And we only aim that we have is just to win the competition.
Yeah, you're all
so
learners.
we are all learners, and I think this is what is making this program so amazing.
Wow.
And I'm never frightened to admit to my students that I don't know this one, and one of them is going to know. And if we don't know, we find out, and we do research, and we come back with the idea, and we try again, and we make it work in the end. So I think this is the beauty of this competition.
That's cool. That's amazing.
Yeah, of
And
learning.
So one more question that I have, I think this is the final question, is what would you say to not just a teacher, but a parent who is hesitant to let their child participate in F1 in schools? Because there's a lot of parents out there, there's a lot of teachers out there who might not fully understand the concept or aren't willing to experiment with STEM.
I think you just have to come down to Yes Marina for a day and you are going to see what it is. You could also contact me, but I think now is the time for the students while they are young and in the school to be exposed at different kind of opportunities, different kind of competition. If you are not going to do now, you will never know exactly what you are good at. So I have lots of things that I was never even aware that I'm very good at. So for example, even Zara, she was never thinking she's very good at co-presenting, but she discovered that she has this natural talent. When I studied design, part of my course was to do metal. I never realized in my head metal was something very sharp and very dark, but I discovered that my teacher told me that I have a natural talent. Wow. So let your kids be exposed to any kind of competition. They're going to come out with more knowledge, more confident. Even if they don't like it, let them try, because if you don't try it, you are never going to know for sure. Wow. So I'm sure even if they say, okay, I don't like it or it's not for me, they will learn something better. They will be left with something, either the research, either interaction with other people, either drawing. There will be something that they learn. I think it's just an amazing opportunity. Wow. Please let all the kids come and do the F1.
Please let all the kids come. Like Mrs. Florentina said, you have to try. If you don't try, you won't know.
I never knew I could do it. I never knew I could do it. So here
we are, right? And so thank you, Mrs. Florentina, for your time. Thank
Welcome.
you for those words, because now we know that even as a teacher, you might not know everything, but that's okay. So, from the Yasin Schools podcast here in the Yasin Schools Experience Center on the Yas Marina circuit, this is Chris Jacob and Mrs. Florentina, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.